6 hours into the operation, Rubrum's Agito Cadet Class 0 achieved its objective, and the Dominion succeeded in taking back its territory. It was here that Class 0 made its first mark in the pages of history.
Or like, 6 of them. I guess there were some others doing stuff off screen, but we weren't there for that, so they're the unimportant ones.
Academia and the Dominion at large.
Misfortune's a tad bit of an understatement, guy.
The Empire has broken the quadripartite Crystal States Pact, which was forged through the courage and wisdom of our forebearers. Because of this deplorable, gravely unwarranted, and unforgivable breach of faith, we have all lost many friends and loved ones. And yet, here I stand before you, proof that your strength of heart, your pure and noble desire to protect our beloved Rubrum and the vermilion bird crystal.
That is this is the absolute slowest that I can turn the camera. Right, like here. Hold on. There. That is the absolute slowest I can turn the camera.
Gratitude to the valiant warriors who accomplished this great feat. However, we must also not forget those who fell in this terrible battle.
Well, that's an ironic statement, as we will learn shortly.
Drive out the Militesi forces that still unlawfully occupy our territories, and liberate our villages, cities, and citizens that continue to suffer at the hands of the Empire. Rubrum is not in this alone. All of Orience must confront this challenge. I hope that you will all remember this as a new...
Chancellor! Anathemic readings in Lorica.
What?
I hope it didn't just, because I was holding off on talking to those NPCs, because I thought after he finished his speech I was supposed to, leave the area. Oops.
One day, historians may refer to this as Tempus Finis.
Nonsense. This is not the beginning of the end. It is the first ray of hope, one that we've brought forth.
I like that dude's office. I like the giant statues of robotic war machines and the no chairs and desk. That's what I want my office to look like.
In 842 RG, an Ultima bomb, powerful enough to obliterate an entire continent, was dropped on the Black Peristilium in Lorica. In the blink of an eye, the Lorican Alliance, which had stood proud for 700 years, was completely erased from the continent of Orience.
Raise the vermilion banner.
Why wasn't there voice acting for the first chapter tag thing, the War in 3 hours the world changed, or whatever it was called? That one wasn't important enough, I guess. Important enough.
Fearing an attack with a second Ultima bomb, the Kingdom of Concordia, home to the Azure Peristilium, began defending the airspace over its territory and that of the Dominion of Rubrum. Concerned the war might spread to other nations, Concordia sought an immediate cessation of hostilities, but was rejected outright by the Dominion of Rubrum. With large portions of land occupied by the Empire, the Dominion was reluctant to accept a ceasefire, as that would be a silent concession to the Empire's act of aggression. The Consortium of Eight, Rubrum's supreme ruling council, spent several days debating how to recover their lost territory.
So there you have it. One of the other nations wants peace, and our nation says, nope, we gotta keep going because they invaded our territory. They have control of half of our country.
With our force's current state, do you really believe we can defeat the Empire in a full-scale conflict?
We'll have to abandon our outer territories and focus on defending the capital and retaking key strategic areas.
We can make up for our disadvantage in numbers with l'Cie. The Empire already unleashed a l'Cie on us during this invasion. We're lucky that it wasn't a Primus. If they want to throw dirt at us, I say we just throw it right back at them.
My, you've quite the sense of humor. Do you really think a l'Cie would accede to the wishes of the Consortium?
Why not? The Vermilion Bird Crystal was attacked by an enemy l'Cie. It was put in danger. There's no way that its l'Cie could refuse to aid us in this situation.
And if the l'Cie operated by that logic, you might actually have a point.
Only the Vermilion Bird Crystal has the power to direct the l'Cie to help us. And the wills or won'ts surrounding that do not a productive discussion make.
Might I offer a suggestion? I understand the cadets who were involved in the liberation of the capital were unaffected by the jammer and managed to repel the White Tiger l'Cie. Can we create more soldiers with the same magic technology used to create them?
Sorry I'm late. You can't simply repeat what I've done with the children. And the tech itself is classified. Disclosure is out of the question.
Dr. Aracia, have you learned anything about the crystal jammer?
Very little, I'm afraid. I can say with certainty, though, that no human could operate the jammer. It would take a l'Cie. However, my scanners haven't detected any major disruptions since Lorica's little disappearing act. Based on the data, I believe that something has happened to the l'Cie, and the jammer is inoperable.
Even if that's true, do you have an actual plan to get us out of this current mess?
Just deploy the cadets.
Huh?
I believe that is the best way to turn the tide of battle without compromising our defenses.
Undeniably, the Agito cadets would make for a potent implement of war, but...
Would it not be seen as an expansion of the role of those defending the peristyllium?
No. If the l'Cie won't help us, what choice do we have?
Very well. Shall we defer to the Chancellor's judgment?
The Dominion's very existence is imperiled. Each of us will be put to trial. Even the Agito cadets. And if Rubrum is at stake, they would welcome those challenges.
Very well, then. Shall we make it official?
Well, they've spruced this place up quite a bit since the battle, haven't they? It looks much better now. Oh, man! Oh, jeez, the camera's awful. Oh my god, I can't handle this. Is true that Class 0 is able to withstand the influence of the Crystal Jammer? Is that both of them? Is that... I guess they're standing awfully still right now. Can I go this way? What's this direction, I wonder? Anything? Is this a gate that I can open? Main gate. Can I do anything? Where do you think you're going? Class room 0 is that way. Aw. Darn. This game's more linear than Call of Duty, am I right? Friend told me that the l'Cie from the invasion was a Not even gonna try and say that one. Apparently she had the ability to enhance the power of any weapon like those MAs. Wow, I can't believe the rumors about crimson-clad cadets thrashing the white tiger Lassie, but here you are, Class 0 in the flesh. I'm Aki from Class 1st. It's an honor. Why don't I show you around? This is Academia, the home of the Vermilion Pristilium. Your homeroom should be just through the entrance and down the hall to the left. You haven't met your CO yet, have you? You won't be officially registered as a cadet until you do, so I would head there first. Follow the mark on your map to reach your next destination. Our privileges come with plenty of responsibilities too, but we cadets are here to look out for each other, so don't be a stranger. I'm gonna talk to her again, just in case. You ever get lost? Anything else to say? Nope. Well, where's the... there it is. I see that grid over there on the side. Well then. But before I do that, I'm gonna talk to everybody, because that's how you do it in these games. Did you see the flying ship just pass by? Wow! Right across the sky. Gee, it would be so cool to ride on one of those. What about you, girl? Girl, stop right there. I hope I can learn to use magic someday too, then I could take down all the bad guys. How about you, lady? Why would anyone want to start a war in the first place? We were all completely content with living peaceful lives up until now. Milites deployed their Lassie during the invasion, but where were ours? Where were our Lassie when we needed their protection? Yeah, so while the game will explain it itself shortly, basically, the way that the Lassie operate in this game, to give some of the bare minimum details, we'll go into more detail later as the game unfolds, but one of the basic details you need to know is that the Lassie don't really act of their own free will, and they can't be ordered around by the government. The only people they take orders from, or perhaps I should say thing they take orders from, is the nation's crystal, which apparently is sentient. Who's to say there aren't Imperial troops disguised and lurking in our midst? How do I know you're not one of them? Or how do you know I'm not one of them? Whatever she said. There's no telling who might be a foe masquerading as a friend. If you notice any suspicious figures, do what you need to scare some information out of them. Man, we're encouraging kind of Red Scare type mentality over here. Let's see. You've only got one life to live, dear. Don't let it go to waste. Thanks, lady. Oh, Mom, there's no telling when or where the Empire's going to strike next. You'd better be prepared to run at any time, okay? Class 11th Cadet. I like your hair, both of you. It's very interesting color you got going on there. Let's see. You can go this way some more? What do you guys got to say? So you barge in here without taking any tests or interviews, and all of a sudden you're cadets? Didn't the Arch-Sorceress pull some Did the Arch-Sorceress pull some strings for you or something? I don't know. It's a good question. How about you guys? Can I talk to you too? I bet Milites is plotting to take over all of Orient, I'm sure of it. It wouldn't be that hard to figure out since they attacked you guys and nuked the other country. Hello, guy. You're actually moving. It's incredible. Everybody else here is suffering from the statue syndrome. Shouldn't you be receiving your mission briefing report to Classroom 0 immediately? How does this guy even know? Man, everybody knows what's up. Everybody knows where we're supposed to be, apparently. Seeing the Bahamut lying there helpless in Rubens Square left me speechless. I couldn't believe my eyes. Alright, let's get going. And as you can hear, the main theme for the Academia is kind of a redone version of the prelude for Final Fantasy. So it's I like this track quite a bit. It's a good track. Class first, Moogle. Don't believe we've met before, Capo. I'm the Moogle for Class First. Anything else to say? My class is comprised of the finest cadets in the Academia. You'll need to work a little harder if you want to join them. Oh dear. Does that mean that all the guys who are like multiple people I should have talked to multiple times? Oh well. We can live without their dialogue, I guess. I'm gonna move on inside. I'll be sure to talk to people multiple times in the future, just as a precautionary measure. Oh, there's Queen walking by. Here we are inside of the Academia. This is what the lighting and stuff and everything else in here looks really well. They did a good job upgrading this from what it looked like on the PSP originally. Though, of course, there are still some, I guess you would say, muddy textures here and there. But anyway, we will explore this place more thoroughly next time. First, I'm going to run over here to where the lecture hall is. I'm going to save up, and next time we will, oh, hold on. First, There you are, Ace. I've been waiting for you, darling. Darling! Before you officially register as a cadet, there's something your mother would like you to know. I have to warn you that 2 new cadets will be joining you dears in Class 0. They may don the same crimson capes, but don't be fooled. They are nothing like you. You've been doing an excellent job collecting Phantoma. Those 2 new kids will be assisting in the harvest, but they don't know what Phantoma is, and I would prefer that they remained unaware. Other than you 12, only a handful of elite researchers are privy to information about Phantoma. You dears receive certain privileges because you're special, but those 2 new ones are not. Our research is strictly confidential, and I would hate for any secrets to get out, so do your poor mother a favor and keep this information to yourself. You'll do that for me, won't you, darling? Man, first you're sending these kids to war, now you're making them keep industrial government secrets? Yes, ma'am. Understood. Okay, I believe, yep, the save point over here. I'm gonna save, and next time we will go inside the Class 0 homeroom and see what's going on in there.